Hey, for those of you watching,
What the hell is happening with the audio?
I don't know. I think
I don't know, but hey,
yes,
real
go
quick, if you're still watching, make sure we want to know what you guys think. What you'd put on your first Falcon Heavy? Like what? Leave it in the comments below.
Right.
When this video goes live, let us know, or on Patreon or on Facebook. We want to know what you would put on the first Falcon Heavy. Also, I want to hear for fun. I want to hear your thoughts on what you think the success rate will be. Like, how do you think the inaugural Falcon Heavy launch will go? I think that's something I kind of wish we had thrown in the show, but there we go.
That's all right.
Why were you crapping your pants, Carrie Ann? Was it from the sound?
Well,
or why
because
did you instantly?
there's that too. But like, I suddenly realized I'm like, I don't know how to end any of this, and that was sad and depressing, and I can't pull it back out. And we're just gonna, you know what? Stop. We're just gonna stop. That's what was going on in my head. I was like, fine, just if you stop talking, it will end. And I'm like, I stopped talking now. And then it was like, oh, thank God. I'm so sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to put that into a really weird. I mean, it's important that we remember that, like that. That's exactly why we're so concerned about these things, and I know that we're all on the same page on that. And it's just a shitty week, and it's a shitty lesson, and it's more than one lesson, and it's shitty that we had to learn those lessons, but you know. Hopefully we learned them, and like that's the whole point. And it's just so heart wrenching. And then then it got
Mike,
weird, and then like couldn't
Mike,
pull the show back out.
I did not realize, like for instance, there wasn't an in-flight abort for Boeing. That's what
That's
is there any
ridiculous.
reason besides?
I should have mentioned that, to be fair, it was a optional milestone that SpaceX signed up for, but there's a bunch of other stuff too, having to deal with software. The seating and the accommodations on the inside of the capsule. So there's a bunch of other stuff that is not optional stuff that SpaceX signed up for that Boeing is not held to the same standard to, and it's bullshit.
But is it some of it? It's some of it because like avionics and stuff, Boeing's pulling from previously, previously flown configurations
you mean the
and or
same
seating
avionics that have been? You mean the same avionics that we've already spent like close to $1 billion on developing for the Orion capsule and putting all the new hardware up on the space station for it that should already be working and has already been qualified, but yet they need another $350 million for some stupid reason? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Don't get me started on having to test RS-25s over and over again.
Yeah.
Oh, that
over and over
that
and
I don't want to talk
and
about.
over and over
I
again.
love how that could be a weekly news segment at this point. SLS tested RS-25 again. Nah, I don't. What? Why? They might as well just once a week go and turn it on for
again,
fun.
But yeah.
Did Boeing so SpaceX signed up for an optional in-flight abort? Do they get milestone money for that?
Oh yeah, they get milestone money for that. For
Do you
sure.
think Boeing was maybe like we don't need the money because they'll give it to us?
Are you kidding me? They asked for Are you kidding me? They asked for $2.5 billion more than SpaceX because they need the money. I'm sorry to get so heated, guys. I just get really angry about the unfairness that SpaceX is treated with and the favoritism that Boeing gets with this.
Yeah.
And there's so much crossover,
change.
too, that people don't know about. There's so much crossover going on between the Orion program, which is a Lockheed Martin program, and the CST-100 program. It's so much bullshit. There's so much stuff that's already ready to go, that has already been qualified for the CST-100, that they need more money for and more time for.
I wonder
and even though
how much
their stuff is in, like...
That's cool. SpaceX will show them by Blue Origin landing on the moon first.
Do you think maybe that there's, besides the political aspect of everything with it, you think maybe there's a bit of more leaning on Boeing, simply because Boeing has the, if you will, heritage, purchased heritage, I'll bet, but the legacy work involved with previous spacecraft, while SpaceX is a literal new kid on the block and kind of just learning on the ropes. Do you think that may be a factor in why things like that would occur?
in my mind, it should have the opposite effect. All of that heritage and legacy should make it easier for Boeing. Like they should already have, oh my gosh, like they should already have had this stuff done quite a long time ago. And what makes me mad about it is that even though SpaceX kind of got a head start with Dragon, since they had already gotten contracts for the commercial cargo program, Boeing and SpaceX have been working on it for the same time, and the amount of hardware that physically exists that Boeing has worked on, even though they're supposed to supposedly launch first before SpaceX, is nowhere near the level of readiness that SpaceX's hardware is too. And I'm talking, of course, from a standpoint of publicly available information. So there's probably a lot behind the scenes on both camps that I have completely no idea what I'm talking about with there. Boeing might actually be much, much further ahead than I know of, but
they should be. They've gotten a buttload more money.
Yeah, they've gotten a buttload more money, but they still have like way more milestones to accomplish than SpaceX does. Mm-hmm. SpaceX is in like the final big hardware milestones of the program, whereas Boeing still has, I think it's over 30 different milestones, most of which are just reviews and design reviews that they have still yet to accomplish and get paid for. So the whole situation just really frustrates me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Hey, not to end in the middle of rants, but I think I have to go. I have not eaten a single thing today, and I've been up since like 8:30. So
oh yeah,
maybe that's one of those things where
go do something.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So all right, bye everybody. Thanks for having me on.
See you later.
Thank you, Tim. It was awesome to have you on.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I'm sorry to have left Mike in the middle of rage mode, but hopefully you guys can.
I
love it though, Mike.
I'm rat.
He's
Hulk
good.
Mike.
We'll turn him off and turn him back on again and see if it.
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Refresh. All right, love you guys. Thanks for having me. We'll see you guys later.
See ya.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Tim.
Bye.
Nice wipe. And
Nice
now,
dissolve.
Mike.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say about that for now, though.
In case anybody cares, I heard SpaceX is hiring in their Dragon department. So there's that. All right. Mike, are you still hanging around for a bit? I know Jared's got a space pod to record.
I think I'm going to sign off. Yeah.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, guys. With the news
totally
stories moving around and everything like that, I didn't have a space pod ready for this week.
No,
Yeah, that's
it's
fine. So
Totally okay. I heard Rocket Lab is hiring too.
everybody's hiring. You get a job. You get a job. You get a job.
Yeah.
Everybody gets a
So
job.
I don't.
And a falcon in every basket.
I can't wait until we have tomorrow live shows with a live audience and we have CubeSats underneath everyone's seats.
Yes, and you get a CubeSat, and you get a CubeSat.
You get a CubeSat.
That
You
would
get a
be-
CubeSat. We are all gonna get a ride
Everybody
share.
get the spaceship.
That would be amazing.
That would be pretty sweet.
All right. So, Mr. Mike, we will let you go again. Thank you for everything that you do and more for the show. Appreciate it.
Great job, Mike.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, of course. And then
Very
we'll move that chair.
I guess I'm on the hot seat now.
Yes, you is.
Oh boy. So.
All right, guys. Good luck on the space pod, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thank you, Mike.
Everybody. Bye.
Oh no.
Did you poop your pants?
Did you poop your? I poop. No.
Oh, it's like you don't wear a belt.
They're on my belt.
I know. Oh, your battery's red. I'll go change this.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh my gosh, what is wrong?
I don't know. Here.
Everything that can go wrong is going wrong.
It's because you're wearing.
gonna
He
change
doesn't
with you.
play by the rules
You
either.
can't hear me, but it's because you're wearing
Dog,
skinny
I can't hear
jeans.
you, because I'm toast. So
And I can't either because I gave him my ears.
what was that? Hold on. Let me put this back on. What's up?
It's because you're wearing skinny jeans.
Yes, and. Okay.
You can't put things in your pockets when you have skinny jeans.
Yes, you can. I have an iPhone 6s Plus in my pocket right now. So you see that? It's very obvious that it's there.
Is that an iPhone in your pocket, or are you just happy that?
Wow.
I knew that was coming.
That's what happens when I turn my ears off for 2 seconds?
Good Lord.
What are you doing?
I'm getting the battery out, right?
I gave you my ears.
Oh, okay.
That battery's fine.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Stooge.
I don't know where I am today.
I know. You're off air for 2 weeks and you don't know what's going on anymore.
Gosh, this is just, it's not working.
My friend sent me a couple rocket kits for Rockstock.
Welcome to tomorrow.
Couple rocket kits for Rockstock.
Okay, we'll look at them and we'll see about building them. So
I just want a tape now to it. That's it.
I blew it. So
Carrie Ann, can you move the TV out of
blew it.
frame of camera 1 a little bit, please?
I heard half of what you said.
Move the TV out of frame of camera 1, please. Just
I
pull
keep
that
forgetting.
side back. Bloop, that's it.
Yeah, I was watching.
See?
Whoa, Stoge is gonna bring me Maltesers if I do this in one take.
We can get Maltesers at.
I was about to say, joke's on you, Stoge. We have found where they.
Do you want?
They
You
are.
need this
And-
camera adjusted, yeah?
No, the other one, I just need him focused.
Focus, but that one's off. J-Rod,
How's it?
this one.
Hey, how's it going?
Good boy.
Jared, turn your chair towards that camera.
Hold on, I'm working on it. So I don't want to spill all of my equipment all over the floor again.
Again.
Leave your butt in the
Right
chair.
there. Okay. Do you have media for this space pod, or is it just you talking?
I should have media. Did I not?
I mean, it
All right,
is.
just do the thing. We can get the media in later and.
Here, I'll do it.
No,
I'll edit.
it'll have to be edited together.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Uh-oh. I just popped out a rundown creator. I want to do it though.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
I can do this super fast. So watch me eat 400 hard-boiled eggs.
Okay, don't get us kicked off of YouTube for whistling that.
Yeah, Dada.
Just a thought.
It's okay. Like every other note was like cutting in and out. So
Musk sticks it is. I'm in. I'm totally okay with musk sticks. I can't say it though. Yep.
That's a terrible name.
It is.
It's a terrible taste too.
It's
so
gross.
there's that.
Well, yeah.
But in a weird
Round
way, I still
dwarf.
like it.
That's what she said.
Yep.
Vegemite. No.
We have enough Vegemite.
We have
We do.
We have 3 lifetime supplies of Vegemite.
Yeah, there's a whole tube sitting next to Dada.
Salty yeast.
You can have it. Cause gross.
Gross. I'm gonna throw up. Gonna puke.
Hell yeah. Give me my brown toothpaste.
Okay.
I literally just heard someone yell out, "All yours." That's great. I'm so excited. I'm gonna eat a bag of yeast.
Oh my God, are you ready for this yet or not?
I know. I
Drive
am.
me crazy. All right, quiet on the set. Ready?
Sorry, I had to blossom
You're not
myself
though.
into here. What do you? Stop it.
Hold.
What's
Holding.
up? We're holding.
Don't forget to mute me.
Yeah, could you mute me real quick? I'm moving my. Good, so. I've got my grip. So, tell us. All right. I'm here with WASP B-12.C, and we're going to talk a little bit today about how planets form. So tell us a little bit about
Okay, space pod.
your younger days.
Space
So,
pod.
all right,
Space pod.
so-
Focus.
All right, everybody ready?
Yes, we're waiting on
Okay.
you. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. It feels like every week someone tries to propose a new definition of what should and shouldn't a planet be. But there's a new definition that's being proposed, and in addition to that, it's actually starting to gain some traction. But will it be enough to bring Pluto back from its minor planet status? Well, this is your Space Pod for Thursday, February 1st, 2018. So there you go. All right. Well, here we go again, trying to. That's one. So.
Just read the script. Kidding. Just give you shit.
Here we go again, and here we go again, attempting to reclassify what a planet actually is, and everyone's going to get angry again because no one can be happy about it. And is it going to include Pluto? Well, actually, not really. So let's go ahead and take a look at this new definition of what a. Yeah.
That wasn't your script at all.
No, it wasn't. So I'm
to read the script.
completely going
that's
off of
fun.
the script. So you have fun with this one, Dada. So, all right. Here we go again, and everyone's going to be upset about it too. And are we going to be able to revive Pluto? Well, actually, this new proposed definition is sort of looking at the largest planets that we know of. And when we take a look at that new definition that's been proposed by Johns Hopkins University assistant astrophysicist Kevin Schlafman, he's proposed setting an upper boundary for the size of a planet.
Hold. I screwed you up. I'm sorry. I know.
I'm just going to
My
go
bad.
back to Johns Hopkins University. You think that'll do? So.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, ready? I hope I'm saying that last name right. That's a really funny last name. So, sorry, Kevin. Johns Hopkins University astrophysicist Kevin Schlafman has proposed setting an upper boundary for the size of a planet. The proposal is based on uniform data that we've gotten from observations of 146 planetary systems around other stars. Now, one of the most important parts of the proposal is setting an upper limit for the mass of a planet. And this is going to be placed somewhere between 4 to 10 times the mass of Jupiter. At that point, processes different from planets begin to occur, and you end up with what's called a brown dwarf. This is a kind of substellar object that's often been described as a failed star. It's too large to act like a planet, but it's too small to generate the needed nuclear fusion in its core like a star. Now, chemical makeup becomes key in differentiating from extremely high mass planets and brown dwarf stars. A planet like Jupiter starts out as a rocky core, and then it accretes or has gas come onto it, and it builds up a thick atmosphere over time. Now, something like a brown dwarf is created by a completely different process. It does so under gravitational collapse. So material comes together under gravity and forms the brown dwarf. Now, this means that stars that are metal-rich would be expected to have more objects with rocky cores accreting gas as opposed to metal-poor stars, which will most likely have gas around them, which will then form brown dwarfs under gravitational collapse. Now, Schlafly's models have found that right at about 10 times the mass of Jupiter, the object being formed could go either way, into a planet or a brown dwarf. And thusly, at 10 times the mass of the planet Jupiter, you have an upper limit being born for you to actually go with. Now, as for a lower limit, it seems like no one is willing to touch that one. Not even Hades himself is willing to tread into that kind of contentious territory. So, make sure to take a look at our previous live show where we talked about Falcon Heavy and the upcoming flight of it. And don't forget to watch our shows live as well at 1800 UTC every Saturday. God, I was just messing that up right from the start. Can I go back and redo that? Okay, thank you. Yeah, sorry. Now, don't forget to check out our previous live show where we have a roundtable discussion about Falcon Heavy and its upcoming launch. It's something that you're definitely going to want to tune in and listen to. In addition to that, we have our regular live shows every Saturday at 1800 Coordinated Universal Time. And you definitely want to watch live because there's things that happen that don't end up in our on-demand version on YouTube. And if you like us a lot, don't forget to like the videos and subscribe to us and share them to everyone that you can. So, until the next Space Pod, keep exploring.
Yay!
We did it!
Oh, that's funny.
There you go. So, all right. Good?
Yeah.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm out of drink. So.
No.
Thanks. Just double checking. Somebody in our YouTube channel, Billy R, says he knows they're live, right? Yes, he knows.
Yeah, we do know we're live, so.
He does know. He knows everything.
We're live.
Let's do it live. Yeah. No, that was good. I think Schlaufman. That's Schlaufman. It could be Schlaufman, I suppose. Right?
Yes.
And yeah, Maltesers all around anyway because we can just buy them here. Don't be silly. Stoge.
That's correct. So.
Don't be silly, Stoge.
All right.
Don't waste space on your carry-on when you could be bringing shapes.
Good Lord. Yes.
You could be bringing us shapes. We have shapes though, no?
We have shapes from Owain, but we definitely could always use more shapes. That's a thing. So.
This is true. I just like
Never
more
enough
shapes.
shapes.
Never
Yeah.
enough shapes. The chicken shapes, right? Those
Yeah,
are the
should I
favorite,
grab some shapes?
the favorite shapes?
I don't think I tasted one that I like.
What am I doing with my
actually
life
didn't
today?
like.
Are you breaking the whole
I am
studio?
destroying everything.
Fuck's sake.
What am I doing? God.
Can you like chill for like 2 seconds if you could?
God, I'm not
Yeah,
here
no,
for 2 shows and like everything's just falling apart.
That's a good question. Do they sell shapes in New Zealand?
Lie down before you hurt yourself.
Do you hand me some shapes?
Is there anything from New Zealand that
those
we're
aren't the
supposed to
shapes.
have that doesn't?
shapes in
There are,
naturally
but there's
occur
actual
in,
literal shapes in there. Pull up a box. Look at the name on the box.
Oh yeah, Miss Sarah is in our room.
Fucking kidding me?
Nope, wouldn't kid you.
Nope.
So many ways we could mess
you
with
like
you.
some
This
shapes?
is not one of them.
Pass me a square, my guy.
No, they don't come in square.
They could.
Would you
And
like
the
some
pizza shapes, of course.
Would you like some more shapes?
The pizza shapes are not shaped like pizzas or like pizza slices.
Yeah, they're
which
shaped like little coffins.
There doesn't make any
It
effing
looks
sense.
like an MC Escher painting.
I mean, that one does.
Would
yeah.
you like some shapes, Detta? No? Okay, cool.
L&P soda? I don't think you can get that on the plane, man.
you
No,
like some
actually,
shapes?
well, if you check your bag, no, I'm good, thank you. If you put it in a check bag, you can put liquid in there.
Yeah. I've taken large bottles of alcohol in check bags before.
Yeah.
So,
You can get anything on a plane short of rocket motors in checked baggage.
pretty much.
Can you get a boring flamethrower? Yeah, we don't really have to have soda. It's fine. I'm not really gonna freak out about.
I mean, New York Seltzer is
soda.
pretty good, so
Yeah, but we can get New York Seltzer here.
that's true.
So there's that. New York Seltzer's got to be one of my favorites.
It's good stuff.
What's L&P soda taste like? Kinder. No, we can get Kinder. Okay, well, Stoge, stop yelling. Good God.
Calm
It's
down.
very good. Well, what's it compared to something? It's got to have some sort of similar-esque. Yeah, apparently I don't understand. Oh, yeah, great.
Yes, got it.
Stoge is
Got it. So, is that really nice soda?
I don't know.
That comes in the
L&P soda?
bottles. You remember at OG, they had the bottles, the bottle sodas. What's it called?
New York Seltzer?
No, it starts with a B. Well, no, if it's B, it's not L&P.
Wow, that was the best logical reasoning I've ever heard in my life.
I have never ever claimed to be smart. People have just accused me of that.
Yeah.
So,
There is such a thing as a boring flamethrower. Mm-hmm. Aha, sounds exciting. Ha, Thaddeus, I see what you did there. Lemon and what's that word I can't pronounce?
whoa.
Peora? What is P-A-E? Put this on the screen. No, not that. This.
Peroa? Peroa?
What is that?
Pyroa?
Right. What it? What?
It's like 3 possible pronunciations.
That's what I'm saying. Mineral water and lemon. Well, if it's just mineral water, pyroa. So lemon and pyroa, which is essentially you answering a phone call on air.
listening to a voicemail. Of course. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's fine. So mineral water and lemon, and somehow it's the best thing ever, and it's called L&P soda.
That's cool.
This is like the weirdest conversation ever. What the hell is pyroa? I sincerely have never even heard of that. I'm sure everyone's going to be like, oh, because you're an idiot, which is fine. I'm just used to that now.
Oh, it's New Zealand.
It's carbonated mineral water from the town of Paroa,
Ah, that's why I've never heard of it before.
which is in New Zealand.
Ah, it's owned by Coke. Can't be that good. I say as a Coke fan, by the way. All right. Also, that's kind of a weird way to name something, don't you think?
What, to name it after the place it's
Yeah, like Lemon in Anaheim. Like, it just sounds really bizarre.
Well, I mean, there's like Anaheim chilies.
I guess.
Hatch chilies.
Is Hatch Chili's from Hatch?
Hatch, New Mexico, yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool, they're
Yeah.
Hatch. Figured it's like John Hatch discovered them or something. Neuropilot, yeah, I suppose. And I say weirdest thing ever, like way too much too. So there's that on top of everything else.
Oh, that's cool. I'm looking up chilies now.
Wait. So you freeze the mineral water? So do you use it as ice cubes?
That's awesome. I never thought about that.
That's like Perrier ice cubes.
Perrier ice cubes.
This is going to sound really dumb. Does that work? I know it's water and water freezes and all that, but because of the minerals.
You
Yeah,
can
it should freeze at the same temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can freeze and it would retain the minerals, but it may not retain the carbonation.
Seki says it's great. All right, well, now we got to freeze a whole bunch of freaking mineral water. Stupid. Fine. We'll do it.
I don't know. If you freeze a Coke, will it be like Coke ice cream?
Yeah, it turns slushy. Coke turns slushy before it explodes, because if it's under pressure, it'll explode. I learned that lesson very difficultly in Minnesota.
Yeah, but when you freeze soda like that, the carbonation goes away, so it's just syrup water.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
gross.
we'll do
So-
it live.
so
Are you suggesting that we watch ice form live, Stoge? And I'm yelling at you because you're yelling at me. Just want to be
Do
clear.
not tempt the Ben.
She's not thinking clearly.
This is apparent.
Yeah, what time is it in New Zealand?
She just woke up
Oh, okay.
before the show.
All of my
Does
best
she just-
ideas happen right as I wake up. So.
Just the idea of Stoge being like,
What's up?
I'm awake!
Yeah.
We're gonna watch the show! Like everything comes out of her as a scream. It's hilarious. Especially because she has a much smaller voice than I do. So everything's much more high pitched. And I can say that because she can't really say much back to her other than in all caps in the chat room.
And with an accent.
I mean, to be fair though, on the show, we also have watched plants grow live. So I
true.
guess I really can't
Well,
be that.
the citizens asked for it.
They did.
So, and we are just
we
just
want to
simply
watch
did.
paint dry. Fine. We want to watch plants grow. Fine. We want to watch mineral ice form. Cool. We could time lapse it.
That's really difficult to do live, though.
What,
Time lapse live?
Are you sure?
All right, everyone collectively blink every third second. And then it'll feel like a time lapse. You gotta do it at the same time, though. Otherwise, we're seeing the different parts of the timeline.
Well, I mean, technically, with the speed of light, we are anyhow.
Just,
Oh, jeez.
aw, jeez.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
Not the science. We can't have science
What's the
on
gas
this
that
show.
makes your voice lower?
Sulfur hexafluoride.
There's a reason I didn't remember that.
Okay.
That's
I think it's sulfur
'cause
hexafluoride.
somebody just said, what does Stoge sound like in pure helium? And I feel like we should go the opposite direction with her. She's probably giggling right now, which is why she hasn't answered anything.
Yeah, sulfur hexafluoride. So, yeah. Fun stuff. You do have to make sure you breathe it all
Oh,
out.
see,
though.
yeah, I thought it was xenon. Neuropilot says xenon.
I don't know if I'd breathe in xenon.
Xenon?
I don't think I'd do that.
I think that one's poisonous.
Is it hexen? Fine. Well, then it'll
Yeah.
really make your voice lower, I guess. That's funny. Tomorrow science. Yeah. Yeah. Is there like a third gas that does something different? I just realized how stupid of a question that was.
you could do
But I'm
like
going to
a-
stick with it because
some combination
I figure science.
Some combination of nitrogen and oxygen makes your voice sound normal.
I was just about to say, there's always.
This is why Carrie Ann is not on science.
I was gonna say,
in case there's a question.
You can always breathe in nitrogen tetroxide, but that usually leads to death. So,
Gods.
breathe to die instantly.
So good. Oh man.
I did eat today, so I have no excuse.
There's nitrous oxide. We could do whippets on the show.
Can we? No. Can we do just pure oxygen?
Sure. Aren't there like oxygen bars?
Its density is the same as air, so it doesn't change the sound of your voice.
No, I know. I've been
Yeah.
I'm gonna Google what else can you breathe to change
bringing
your
laughing
voice.
gas. Stuart's laughing.
Don't get that in my search history, you.
Right. Okay. Sorry. I won't do it then. So. Sorry, I've already soiled your search history.
Yeah, thanks.
A number of
Appreciate
times,
that.
actually. You should see all the crappy Googles during this show.
Use your surface.
I know xenon is a noble gas. Actually, can you? I'm gonna look up. Can you breathe xenon? I'll do it on my phone so that way you don't. So the government doesn't look weird at your stuff.
Can we get a Snops shirt thing going on?
Schnapps.
I kind of want that. She said that in the chat room. I was like, what the f is she talking about? And then you were all like, no, schnapps. Like, oh, okay.
Xenon.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we're still live, but it's after dark, so we're recording, but it's not like the official show part.
Asked, Are
Yeah.
you still alive? And I was like, nope.
Barely.
Oh, are we still live?
Yeah.
Yes, that one.
Whoa, xenon! Not only does it change your voice and make it deeper, like sulfur hexafluoride, it also gets you high as hell, apparently.
All right, so xenon it
Whoa,
is.
that is awesome! Forget Tide Pods. We're gonna be huffing xenon. So.
Oh, man. Tide Pods.
Yeah, by the way, super incredibly dangerous. Just in case you wanted to know.
Here's the thing that I don't
so-
understand. When I was young, my mom said, you're not supposed to be talking like that, and put soap in my mouth. I had to suck on a bar of soap. So the concept of putting a Tide Pod in my mouth for any kind of pleasure, oral or otherwise,
Doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense
No,
to
I
me.
agree. I agree. I don't get it at
I
all.
don't understand why putting soap in a kid's mouth was okay because.
Yeah, I can't. That's got to have been toxic. Totally. I think the only sort of like way around that was like because it was so disgusting, it didn't stay in your mouth very long, and you never wanted that to happen again.
Yeah.
Tomorrow does not condone the breathing of xenon.
Yeah. Don't recommend it.
My mom gave me the look, and I was like, oh, sorry.
In any case,
Yeah.
anything else?
We tested my drug.
Yeah.
Just don't breathe the noble gas.
Don't breathe the noble gas. While I have everyone here, or at least most people, while I have everyone here, and you are all amazing, for my birthday, I would like to note very quickly that Benjamin James's birthday, and he is turning the big 4-0, is on January 30th. FYI,
Yeah.
in case anybody cares.
Which is
In case you want to like Facebook bomb him or Twitter bomb him or email bomb him,
Ben,
anything along those lines.
if you don't satiate Ben and his, let me rephrase that. If you do not, if you perturb Ben without the proper number of birthday wishes, he may attempt to destroy the moon.
The other thing is that he
So-
doesn't care about this particular one. 40 doesn't
So-
mean anything to him for some reason. But if you remember, for his 42nd birthday, which would be in 2020, when he's turning 42 on January 30th, which I think is kind of cool. He would actually appreciate that day for sure. So
Have you guys calculated?
you can send towels early if you like. It's fine.
Yeah. Have you guys calculated like your billionth second?
No.
So.
Is that like a thing I should be doing?
Yeah, when you it's like when you're 31.7 years old, you technically turn 1 billion seconds
Jesus, so that
old.
was like a million years ago for me.
So
so-
I actually have found out when my millionth second is. It's
Yeah.
on a Monday in June in. Let me think about it.
Be careful, because I'm just going to reveal your
June.
age to everybody.
Well, I'm 29.
Okay.
So
In case that matters.
So what is it? I think it's a Monday in June in 2020 at like 7:31 and 40 something seconds in the evening.
I'm 1.5 billion seconds old. Get off my lawn.
Yep.
That's amazing. Thank you, Ben, for remembering. Ben's birthday is not on the 29th, like every major important date in his family. He screwed everything up and was born on the 30th instead.
I don't. Huh?
I don't remember how that came up. It must have been in one of the After Darks. Ben's mom sat me down when we first met. And the shortest version of the story is she's like, everything that's important in our family happens on the 29th. She's like, my birthday's on the 29th. We were married on the 29th. Ben was born on the 29th. Like, she was like, everything's the 29th. P.S. His two brothers, who are twins but younger than him, not born on the 29th of any month, not anywhere near the 29th of any month, nor were they even 29 at the time that she told me. Like, the 29 did not factor into anything. So apparently his brother's not important. He, somewhat important, but not important enough to remember he was not actually born on the 29th. He was born on the 30th. So, in other words, everything that was important that ever happened in his mother's life was her and her marriage. End of story.
Yeah.
But it has screwed me up for many years because this was my future mother-in-law at the time. Well, I didn't actually know she was my future mother-in-law, but she was a potential future mother-in-law at the time, and so I paid a lot of attention. And then I thought forever he was born on the 29th. He's not born on the 29th. He's born on the 30th.
There you go.
But it gives me one more day of being 2 years older than him.
That's right.
Out of every year. So that makes me excited. Because I'm stupid like that. The 42st. Actually, yes, Marty, that's what we should do. We should make him a shirt that says 42st.
Well, 2 years from now.
I've got time.
And give him like a 3D printed like babblefish.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, that'd be pretty cool. So.
See, I was going to reveal something, but I can't. Because I was going to reveal it to you.
We can reveal it. You can mute everything
right, but
on
that's,
audio.
Well, I mean, that's the problem. I was going to reveal it to everybody, but if he goes back and he watches this, or if somebody tells him, I can't.
Okay.
You're just going to have to ask me later.
Yeah.
I know. But see, the thing is that, okay, so it says, okay, so the only problem is if he goes back and watches the After Dark. See, the thing is that if we make him a shirt that says 42st or Happy 42st or anything along those lines, doesn't matter how often I talk about it now because he might think it's funny. He may or may not mention it. And in 2 years, he will have already forgotten about it because in 2 days after we talk about it or he finds out about it, he will completely forget about it. But if I reveal something about his 40th birthday and he watches it, he's not going to forget that by the time his 40th runs around.
You sure?
So, yeah. So I can't. So I can't. I'm sorry, guys.
Gotcha. Well, when we're off air, you can tell us.
Yeah.
So.
Because you guys aren't going to tell him.
Yeah.
Obviously. What else is live TV for? I know. For screwing up my relationship. Obviously.
Oh.
That was like a long time ago.
Ouch, yeah, I know.
that was harsh.
Yeah, our relationship
That's
was
harsh.
Our relationship's been screwed up from the beginning. It's fine.
Your 14-year marriage has been toast for at least 10 years.
Oh, God, at least. At least.
We love everybody so much. We all love each other.
Oh, stop. I'm not blaming anybody but me.
We're a big happy family.
It's funny.
Apparently, I'm very wrong about Xenon. So, I'm sorry, chat room.
I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, that's neat. Just don't breathe it a lot.
Right.
So, they have it in diving gas mix. Is that like deep diving? Like, what is it? Technical diving? I think is when you go really deep and you're using like trimix and stuff like that.
Oh.
But I don't. So.
Somebody knows.
Yeah, somebody
Will
in the
would
chat room.
know.
Somebody in
Will
the
would know.
comments.
Yeah. Where's Will?
I don't know.
Will.
That's pretty cool. Today I learned.
I think he was in Minnesota this week, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, I think he is. Not DJ Dr. P. For those of you wondering, Will 7. Just in case there was a.
That's cool.
That's why we
Oh, I'm movement
Oh,
again.
Green Jim too. That's adorable. I've actually been married to him for almost 17 years. So I guess I'm past sainthood now.
How long have my parents been married for?
He's he's had to been married to me the whole amount of time too, so it's okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't get sainthood for that.
Saturation driving.
Although I think technically I said I do first, so I do still win.
Cool.
I've been married to him longer than he's been married to me.
Is it 17 already?
Yeah, we were married in 2001, so
This is cool.
not quite yet, but this year.
June, yeah.
Yeah.
This is neat. I'm learning things about diving today.
Slash, for my 10-year wedding anniversary, as one might recall, we made a very special video for somebody very special that moved us out to California.
And your life has changed immeasurably since.
Yeah, because that's what I want to
That's
do on
the
my
gift that keeps on giving.
And yeah, as he keeps reminding me. That's disgusting.
You guys got married.
We got
when-
married a year after you graduated, so you could be my daughter.
So it's 14
theory.
years. So 2004.
In theory. What are you talking
2004 is when you were married.
2001,
Okay.
2001.
2001. So I was I was either in 7th or 8th grade when that
Right.
happened.
You very easily could be my son.
I was 6.
That's weird.
You don't get a choice in this one. Good God, I was 6.
Shut up, audience. So shut up. So,
Gross.
quiet, audience.
This is awesome. So I could have birthed the majority of people that are in the studio right now.
This is like some like really.
Fantastic.
This is taking a turn for the Robert Heinlein section of tomorrow very quickly.
Stoach said she was in 3rd grade. Ha! There's somebody in the studio who's younger than you. So there.
I'm smiling.
Oh man.
The baby.
That's true.
You're a baby, but you're not the smallest.
That
Yeah.
is a lot of being pregnant.
No, not all at once.
All at once.
Oh, this took a really weird turn.
Yeah, this is making me uncomfortable.
You could.
It's making you uncomfortable?
You couldn't have birthed Kat. She's
Mom,
only
would you like a star?
5 years younger than you.
What's
6
up?
years
I'm
younger.
good, thanks. What?
That's the math that she just gave me.
Are you trying to give that to me because Kylo Ren's on it?
Just because you got married
That what?
married before she graduated high school doesn't mean that you could
I'm
have
good.
birthed her.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I got my shapes. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so
That
cool.
makes me sound like a dirty old man.
We should probably be off air.
I'm learning so much about Xenon today.
And thanks for watching.
Pretty much.
Yeah, thanks, guys. We're going to continue this discussion without
We're just
people listening.
Carrie-Ann's gonna work
so.
on her math. 'Cause apparently that sucks a whole lot.
Edibles?
What?
Yeah.
And with that.
Yeah, make us go away. Bye.
Yeah. All right, bye, Internet.